Good morning, lovelies. So today I'm going to read a 5 minutes piece to you with Mrs. Large, one of my old favourite storybooks and one that probably lots of grown-ups can relate to at the moment. Okay, so here we go. The children were having breakfast. This was not a pleasant sight. Wow, look at the floor. Looks a little bit chaotic breakfast time. What can you spot on the floor there? Some cornflakes, a book and a spoon. Looks like a recorder and a knife. Lots of things on the floor. Mrs. Large took a tray from the cupboard. She set it with a teapot, a milk jug, her favourite cup and saucer, a plate of marmalade toast, and a leftover cake from yesterday. She stuffed the morning paper into her pocket and sneaked off towards the door. There she is, look. Getting all the things together. Buttering her bread there. There's a cake. Yum yum. Where are you going with that tray, Mum? Asked Laura. To the bathroom, said Mrs. Large. Why? Asked the other two children. Because I want 5 minutes peace from you lot, said Mrs. Large. That's why. There she is, look, hiding all the things in a basket there in a little box ready to go up to the bathroom. Look. They're wondering, where are you going, Mum? There she is, using her trunk to open the door. Can we come? Asked Lester as they trailed up the stairs behind her. No, said Mrs. Large, you can't. Well, what shall we do then? Asked Laura. You can play, said Mrs. Large, downstairs by yourselves and keep an eye on the baby. I'm not a baby, muttered the little one. And there they all are, following their mummy, Mrs. Large, up the stairs. Mrs. Large ran a deep hot bath. She emptied half a bottle of bath foam into the water, plonked on her bath hat and got in. She poured herself a cup of tea and lay back with her eyes closed. It was heaven. Oh, just what she'd been waiting for. There she is. Ooh, having a lovely relax in the bath. Can I play you a tune? Asked Lester. Mrs. Large opened one eye. Must you? She asked. I've been practising, said Lester. You told me to. Can I, please, just for 1 minute? Oh, go on then, sighed Mrs. Large. So Lester played. He played Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star 3.5 times. Look at Mrs. Large's weary face. She just wants some peace. There he is playing the recorder. In came Laura. Can I read you a page from my reading book? She asked. No, Laura, said Mrs. Large. Go on, all of you, downstairs. Oh, you let Lester play his tune, said Laura. I heard you like him better than me. It's not fair. Oh, don't be silly, Laura, said Mrs. Large. Go on then, just 1 page. So Laura read. She read 4.5 pages of Little Red Riding Hood. And Lester's still there with his recorder. In came the little one with a trunk full of toys. "For you," he beamed, flinging them all into the bathwater. "Oh, thank you, dear," said Mrs. Large wearily. There she is, surrounded by all of those toys. "Can I see the cartoons in the paper?" asked Laura. "Can I have the cake?" asked Lester. "Can I get in with you?" asked the little one. Mrs. Large groaned. No peace for Mrs. Large. In the end, they all got in. The little one was in such a hurry, he even forgot to take off his pyjamas. There they all are, look, having lots of fun. Well, the children, perhaps not Mrs. Large. Mrs. Large got out. She dried herself, put on her dressing gown and headed for the door. "Where are you going now, Mum?" asked Laura. "To the kitchen," said Mrs. Large. "Why?" asked Lester. "Because I want 5 minutes peace from you lot," said Mrs. Large. "That's why." She looks a bit cross. And they're still all wanting to be with Mrs. Large, with their mummy. There she is, look, putting on her dressing gown. And off she went downstairs, where she had 3 minutes and 45 seconds of peace before they all came to join her. And there we have it, the end of the story. Thank you for listening.